Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Thursday morning. I didn't get a chance yesterday to shoot this video highlighting New Comic Book Day that's coming out next Wednesday, January 9th, but figured I'd get this done here this morning. Wanted to highlight also a book that I picked up. I saw there was some heat on this. I do use that Key Collector app occasionally to look and see if there's anything that's kind of getting some attention and why why a particular book might be a potential key. Donnie Cates is a pretty popular writer, especially in the last year. I've known about him since he first started writing God Country, so I was pretty familiar with him for a long time, but I didn't realize his first published writing was Dark Horse Presents number 24. So this was, Dark Horse, I think they still do a quarterly publication of this, where it's sort of a collection of stories, collection of writings, and this one, had a cover price of $8. This is a couple years old. I think this is like a 2015 maybe, so it's about 3 years old. So this is his first published work, and it's a story about going back in time. I think it's kind of a take on, is it a take on Back to the Future, I think? I'll have to look at it again, but I haven't read the story yet. I just got this in the mail, so I'm gonna try to read through it this weekend. But yeah, it's kind of a thick, it's a good sized prestige format type book. And what's interesting is I was looking on eBay. This is selling for like $40-50 already, and there weren't many for sale, maybe one or two for sale. So I don't know how rare this book is or not, but I went on Amazon, just curious, just saying, hey, I wonder if anybody has this for sale on Amazon. And there was a seller that had it for $10, which is crazy. Free shipping, $10 free shipping. So, and what's interesting about Amazon is a lot of the sellers will put under condition, they'll say good or very good. And it's not the same as a seller on eBay who will put near mint or very fine, right? Very fine and near mint are grading categories, but on Amazon, a lot of people selling stuff on Amazon, they might be booksellers, they might be selling all kinds of things. So they'll look at a comic book and go, oh yeah, it looks pretty good, so I'll just mark it good. So if you're a comic book collector, you hesitate and go, good, I don't want a book that's in the condition of good. So I've had the experience of when I buy books on Amazon, a lot of times the condition will be stated good or very good. And I get the comic book and it's in near mint condition. So this one, I would say it's near mint minus. It's got like a little problem at the edge there, at the one corner. It's fine. It's not anything. It's just like a little wrinkling maybe. Not even a crease or anything or any type of color break, but the rest of it's in perfect shape. So I would say this is a near mint minus, but they had it listed as good or very good. I think it was good. So it wasn't even very good. I bought books before that said very good, and they ended up being near mint plus. So you just got to be aware of that with Amazon, that you don't pay too much attention to what they consider to be condition, because they don't really know. They're not usually comic book people selling these things. So yeah, I picked that up. Look for that if you can. I doubt you're going to find it at a local comic book shop. You might be able to. Who knows? I mean, I'd be impressed if somebody found this on a dollar bin. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, it's an $8 cover price. There's a lot of people that don't know that this is Donnie Cates' first published work in comic books. So, yeah, if you find it, if you're at a local shop that has a lot of back issue bins, and they do carry a lot of Dark Horse, you may want to look and see if they have this. So I know in my local comic book shops, they would never have this book sitting in their back issues. No way. They just probably wouldn't. They would have ordered maybe 1 or 2 copies of this when it came out, and that was it. And it was probably for somebody who had a subscription. So real, you know, in my opinion, this would be hard to find in a comic book shop. But yeah, if you can find it, good luck. Let's jump into comic books that are coming out next Wednesday, the 9th. Sorry, my voice is still not back up to par. It's I'm still dealing with a pretty nasty cold. Went up to New Jersey and obviously change of weather, all that good stuff. I caught something. So let's jump into it here. Dark Horse. I've been collecting the Aliens Dust to Dust. This is number 4, I believe. Like that cover. That is a really cool cover. And I don't know. There's a lot of people that like the B cover, but I've been buying... I just think the A cover is way better. I mean, this B cover is okay. I mean, it's kind of a close-up of the alien. I don't know. I just don't think the artwork is that fantastic on it. I like the A cover way better. So I've been just basically collecting the A covers on Aliens Dust to Dust. But it's been a very, very good series. So I've been enjoying it. So I'll be picking that up. I'm also picking up Predator Hunters 2, number 4. Yeah, it's been really good. There's only one cover. So I think the first couple issues had an A and a B cover. And now I think they're just down to you know, an A cover now. So I'll be picking that up. So those are the 2 I'm getting from Dark Horse. Oh, I'm also picking up the so William Gibson's Aliens 3. That's the A cover. Again, I've been buying the A cover on these. You know, the B cover is pretty cool on this. I do like that B cover. But the A cover is just awesome. I mean, that color, the image of the alien going through the glass. I don't know. I mean, I just think it's... I love it. I think it's fantastic. So I've been buying all the A covers on the William Gibson's Aliens 3. It's been really, really good. And it's just interesting to see how it's different than the actual movie of Aliens 3. All right, moving on to DC. Batman 62. I definitely have that on my pull list. I love that cover. That is a Mitch Gerads cover. If you don't know, Mitch Gerads did all the artwork for Mr. Miracle series that just ended about a month ago. So I love his artwork. I think this is the origin story of Professor Pig. This is not his first appearance. His first appearance is Batman 666, which in my opinion is a fantastic key to pick up. You know, it's still, I think it's like a $25, $30 key, you know, Batman 666, so it's worth getting. I have it because I've basically been buying Batman consistently every month since the Hush series. 608, I think, is my starting point. So I don't have a lot of Batman comic books before 608, but I've got every single one after 608. And I've got his first appearance, Professor Pig. So pretty cool villain. I like that they're doing an origin story on him. I think they could develop his character and have him be a bigger villain. And I just think this is an awesome cover. So I think this is going to be a hot book. Definitely one to get up to pick. Make sure you pick up. There's also a Frank Miller variant cover. You know, there's a lot of Frank Miller fans out there. I definitely like a lot of Frank Miller's older writings. His writings in the past are really good. There's a lot of Frank Miller writing I don't like at all. You know, he's kind of hit and miss with me. Some of the really good writers are that way. Alan Moore sometimes is that way. Mark Miller is definitely that way, where Mark Miller will write something fantastic like The Wanted or Magic Order, and then write a bunch of trash as well. So I don't know. You know, it's Frank Miller. I don't like his artwork. It's not my thing. You know, it's just not my style. I really like the A cover much, much better. So I won't be picking up the B cover on Batman 62. Further down here, Deathstroke. I've been buying a lot of the Deathstrokes, but I've basically been buying them for the Matina covers. So I'm probably going to pass on picking it up, kind of dropping that from my pull list. So instead of the B cover being a Matina cover, it's a Johnson cover, which is okay. I mean, it's a decent cover, but, you know, it doesn't hold a candle to Matina. So I will probably not be picking that up anymore unless Mattina returns to it at some point. Green Lantern number 3, the A cover by Liam Sharp. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Not bad. I like the B cover much better. That's a really nice looking Jay Lee cover. I will be getting that cover, so I'll be picking up the B cover instead of the A. Harley Quinn. There's the regular Gilliam March cover, and the one that's sold out already on Midtown, which is probably going to be a hot book. This is probably going to be double cover next week when it comes out, is the Tedesco cover. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't really collect Harley Quinn, so I didn't pick this up. I looked at it and I thought, yeah, I should probably pick that up because it's probably going to be hot, but I didn't. But, you know, if you like the cover and you're into Harley Quinn, this is definitely one you need to try to pick up if you can. Sold out online, so, you know, you'll have to try to see if your shop can get it for you. Justice League, excuse me, number 15. There's the regular A cover, the Chung variant, or Chung cover. And then you've got the Conrad B cover. That looks pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to continue with Justice League. I mean, I've been collecting it, mainly buying the B covers. I think they started off with Jim Lee variants, and then they switched it. There was some Mattina variants. I don't know if I'm going to continue with it or not. Martian Manhunter. First issue was okay. I'm definitely picking this up for a cover because it's a cover buy for me. I like Middleton, and that's a really cool... To me, it's a cool Middleton cover. I don't know, it's just crazy. Look at that thing. It's unique. So I don't know if this book's going to heat up. Middleton's covers have definitely cooled down. They're not as hot and sought after as they were. You know, when he was doing early Batgirl stuff, but I like this cover, so I'll be picking it up. I'm a fan of Middleton. I like his artwork. DC, a lot of DC books coming out. Nightwing. I kind of like that cover. That's the Moonningham cover. It looks pretty cool. I think that's a Scarecrow, is it? I'm not too sure. I've been reading it here off and on, so I'm not really on top of Nightwing. Young Justice, that's premiering issue number 1. A lot of covers, so it's 6, 7 covers here. I imagine the one that's going to be popular might be this Putri cover. Probably the Chew or the Putri cover. There's the Putri, which looks pretty cool. I like that. And you got a Derek Chew Impulse cover, which that's really nice. That's nice. Pretty cool. Like it's coming at you kind of thing. Almost three-dimensional. So I would imagine those two will be popular of the 5 or 6 covers that are coming out. Yeah. So that's it for DC. Dynamic Entertainment. Not a big fan of most of their books, so I don't have anything on my radar there as far as Dynamic Entertainment. Looks like they're relaunching Turok again. Oh boy. Yeah, I've not seen Turok ever really do well as far as a comic book. Maybe the very old, I think what Turok started as a Dell comic book back in the 50s and 60s, so you know, maybe the old Turok stuff's worth money, but anything in the modern era, Turok is basically bombed, never done well, so I will probably avoid all that. IDW, I don't think there was anything in there that caught my eye. No. Yeah, nothing really. I know Alan Moore's got his League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Tempest. Just not been following that, so I won't be picking any of that up. Let's go on here to Image. You know, you've got a lot of reprints. Bitter Root, I guess number 3 is out. Not been reading that series. Blackbird, I don't know. Image lately for me has been, I don't know, I'm just not picking up too many Image books. I thought about getting this Criminal #1. You know, Brubaker and Phillips are usually pretty good. I don't really care for that cover. I don't know. It kind of looks like Mabry's artwork, right? I don't think it is, though. I'm not too sure if it is. Glenn Avery? It probably is, actually. I'll have to check on that. It looks like he used to do all the Preacher covers. I think that's the artist, the cover artist. I don't know. I thought about getting it, but I may eventually pick it up. I'm just right now I don't have it on my pull list. Die #2. You got the Stephanie Hans cover. It's pretty cool. I mean, they're definitely going with this design on every cover. I do like this B cover a lot better. So I think I'll pick up that B cover. I did not pick up Die #1. So I probably should try to hunt that down if I want to get into the series and get into the writing. But I love this cover. So to me, this is a total cover buy. So this is the only Image comic book I'll be picking up this week. This next week is Die #2. Love that cover. Very nice. Yeah, I think that was it for Image for me. I might pick up Self-Made #2. I haven't read #1 yet. I did get the A and B cover of #1. The premise of the story sounded good, so I might end up picking up #2. So I take that back. I might have two copies of Image books I might pick up this week. Moving on to Marvel. I picked up the first 2 issues of Black Order. Got real lucky. I picked up that In-Hook Lee cover. That's obviously went up a lot in value. It's kind of cooled off since then. I picked up the second issue, the Christopher, Tyler Christopher, is that it? Yeah. John Tyler Christopher. I don't like this third issue, though. The cover on that is, doesn't really do anything for me. The writing was okay. I don't know if I'm going to continue with Black Order. I think I just might get the first 2 issues. On Captain Marvel, they're relaunching that, Volume 9 of Captain Marvel. You got Kelly Thompson as the writer, and the artist is Carmen Carnero. I'm not familiar with either of them. You've got this movie poster variant, which looks pretty cool. I am interested in seeing the movie. I do love this Adam Hughes cover. So I did pre-order this for like $35. And Midtown wants $42 for it. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think if you're patient, I think this is the cover to buy of all the Captain Marvel. You know, if you want to pick up an issue of Captain Marvel #1, I think the Adam Hughes cover is definitely the one to get. It's a beautiful image, and it's almost a virgin. You know, you've got the title down here, but the way it's presented, I don't know why you would want to spend, you know, $120, $130 for the virgin cover. You know, it's the same as the trade dress, and the trade dress is like 80–90% virgin, right? I mean, you don't have anything at the top of the cover. It's only near the bottom. You know, which I'm surprised Marvel did that. Marvel loves to put their, you know, they love to put their titles at the top of their freaking books, but I just like this cover. I don't think it's worth spending more money for the virgin. Yeah, it's a lower, you know, a much higher ratio, meaning a lot lower copy. But there's going to be a lot of people buying this book probably. It's issue #1. A lot of stores will be ordering it. So, you know, I paid $35 for this. I wouldn't be surprised if you're patient. You'll probably be able to pick this up for $20 to $25 on eBay, maybe less than $20. That Conan #1 is a perfect example, and I know I'm kind of rambling here, but Conan #1 has a variant. It's a Ribic variant. It's only 2 per store. So as far as ratio variant, that thing's probably around a 1 in 100 ratio, right? And you can buy it on eBay right now for $20, for like, I think 15 to 20, which is crazy. That book should be selling easily for $50, $60 at minimum, and you can pick it up for $20. So sometimes these ratio variants, you're better off just trying your luck to pick them up, you know, a week or 2 after they're released, and I think you can get a better deal. So that's my advice on this Adam Hughes. I would try to pick that up on eBay. Kind of wish I'd followed my own advice. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, maybe it's a hot cover and everybody wants it, and it's going to be a $50, $60 book, but I doubt it. I think it's going to drop, down to $15, $20 range. There's the Alex Ross variant, really nice. It's nice, but $63. And again, I already covered this, the Virgin. I mean, it's nice, but $130. It's sold out on Midtown. So we'll see where that goes. But moving on with Marvel, Domino number 10. I picked up Domino 8 and 9. Really good covers. This one's another good cover. And Domino has been pretty good, so that might be worth getting. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 1. Slew of covers here. 8, 9, 10 covers. The only one I'm interested in is I've been collecting all the animation variants on all the Spider books, so I will continue my set, I suppose. So I'll be picking this one up. It's a 1 in 10. Really cool. I like the image. I like it better than the other Spider-Man animation variant. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I like that cover, and it's a 1 in 10. So you're gonna pay a little bit more, like $10. I think that's worth getting. So that'll be the only one I'm picking up from Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yeah, and you got an art germ, which it's good. I know there's a lot of art germ fans, but I don't know. I just like the animation better. Just my opinion. Daredevil Man Without Fear, number 2. I have not been picking this up. Haven't heard anything great about it yet, so I may be buying this later on, but that may be one you want to look at. And there is an incentive cover. That's a Greg Smallwood cover. It's pretty cool. I like that cover. Red and black. I always like red and black covers. I will be picking up Avengers Endgame Prelude number 2, just in case there's something in there that's revealing about the next movie coming out. So some of these preludes jump up in price. It might be worth picking up. We're still doing Marvel here. Star Wars, they're doing a Jango Fett. I'm a big fan of In-Hook Lee, so I'll pick this cover up. I think it's not his best work, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a nice looking cover. It's still available on Midtown, so it's not selling out. And the nice thing about it is it's only cover price, so you're not going to be paying a premium for it, which is good. So that should be it from Marvel for me. Oh, yeah, Web of Venom. There's 2 covers. The A covers by Stegman. It's nice. I like the B cover better though, so I'll pick up the Bradshaw B cover for cover price too. So you notice it's a $5 book though, so a little bit more than normal. X-23, number 8. Number 7 was really a hot book because it was the first appearance of this ex-assassin. I guess it's another one of her clones. Definitely a cool cover. I'm imagining this will be a first. I don't know if this will be a first full appearance or second appearance. Probably a second appearance. I think 7 was a first full appearance. So this book will be probably be pretty hot. I imagine there's going to be a lot of people buying it. I like the A cover way better. I think that's a Dale Keown. Yeah, Dale Keown variant. I don't really care for his artwork. I've never liked him. I don't know. I mean, I know he used to do Hulk, and then he did Pitt, and I don't know. I never cared for his style. Blood Realm number 3. I've been buying those. I bought the first 2 issues. It's been pretty good. It's kind of a throwback. It's an old paper stock. Reminds you of the 80s and 90s. Has that older comic book smell to it. It's kind of cool. It's only $1.27 too, so I'll be picking that up. So we're on Independence here. Picking up this Blackening number 1, Mego Comics. Try it out. I don't know. See if it's any good. You got Rags number 3. Sold out again. Of course, every freaking issue of this thing is sold out. There's your A cover of number 3, and then you've got this variant exposed cover. I guess one of the zombies pulls down her pants. Fantastic. So those are sold out. I'd imagine those are going to be $15, $20 instantly on eBay. You know, it's a perfect flipping material there for the flippers. Moving on down here, for independents, I think there was, not too familiar with his Null Fantasies. That sold out pretty quickly, so I mean, that's kind of an interesting cover. Good coloring, but that sold out very, very quickly. I picked up the first 2 issues of this Little Girl, which I thought was interesting. They sold out very, very quickly, but I noticed number 3 is still not sold out on Midtown. Yeah, I think the second issue was like, it didn't grab me, so I don't think I'll be picking up issue number 3. Moving on down the line here. Excuse me. Stabby Bunny Ever After. That's probably going to be a book that some people will want. Scout Comics. They've been pretty hot. Most of their titles have been pretty good. A lot of them have sold out. Not too sure why this image isn't pulling up. My internet's probably really slow right now. So that might be worth getting. You know, if you're into Stabby Bunny. I don't think there was much else I was looking at. Yeah, I think that was it. That was it for the books I was really thinking about getting for next week. Oh, I take that back. One more. Conspiracy Xenocope number 2, the Doppelganger cover. I have no idea what the cover looks like for that. It's sold out quickly. I did pull that. I did have that pulled in time, luckily. Last time I looked at that cover, I tried to buy it, and it sold out, and I had to go track it down at a comic shop. So that one, for some reason, has a lot of heat on it. The B cover, I think the artwork has been kind of pretty good on that. I don't have the image to show you, but that might be worth getting if you can track it down at your local shop. All right, guys, that was it. Again, I apologize for my voice being out of whack. Look for that Dark Horse Presents number 24 if you can, if you're into Donnie Cates. And that's all I had for the week. I might have another video on the weekend if my voice is better, and I think I have a few more things coming in the mail that I probably want to do a video on. Sorry for the length of this video. Any of you who hung around to the end, congratulations. You're very good to do that. I will speak to you guys probably this weekend. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications, and please leave a comment as well. I'd love to hear what you guys think. All right, thanks, guys.